Here's what I can teach you about your emotional guidance system. So, there are many spiritual teachers out there talking about your emotional guidance system. And it's a real thing. It's a feeling that you get. It's more than just a gut feeling. A gut feeling is, oh, he's not being straight with me or she's not giving me all the information. That's a gut feeling, and that's important, and you should definitely investigate those. But your emotional guidance system is a feeling that you get, and it doesn't go away until you address it. This is a wonderful thing. But the emotional guidance system feeling, the actual emotion that you feel in your body when it's happening, may feel like nervousness or anxiety or even fear. And so a lot of people shy away from dealing with it, or maybe they do something to make it go away so that they feel better. They don't understand that this is actually an asset, it's a monitoring system that's in place. So let's take an example. You have a conversation with someone and you go from feeling normal to feeling kind of uneasy or maybe anxious. And a lot of people will just assign that emotion to the conversation or assign it to even the person or even themselves instead of investigating, why has my mood changed? Why do I feel different? Okay. As a spiritual person, this is information that you can use. Your body responds to truth and falsehood. If you are feeling uncomfortable after speaking to someone, you need to investigate. It's not always a negative reason, even though it feels like anxiety or it feels like even fear. You need to really take time and investigate. Use your muscle testing or your dowsing and ask yourself a few questions. The first thing is, does this emotion have to do with me? Okay, that's the first thing. We tend to internalize a lot of things that have nothing to do with us. We get all kinds of information from our environment, from the people we interact with, from media. We get it from everywhere. Just because your emotional guidance system is reacting, it doesn't mean it has to do with you. So once you find out who is it intended for, or who is it related to, then you can kind of deep dive and figure out what's going on. In addition, your inner being or your angels may give you a song that goes along with the feeling. Pay attention to the song. Very recently, I've had to look up the lyrics because I had the complete wrong, almost opposite connotation for a song. And so the message I was getting was skewed because I didn't understand what the song really was about. So make sure you check out lyrics if you're getting a song with the emotion. But let's pretend you just have the emotion, you've just spoken with your boss, and now you have an uneasy feeling. Well, maybe your boss always makes you uneasy, but let's pretend something's different. And instead of just saying, "Oh, it's because I was late or I didn't have my report ready or whatever," go a little bit deeper. Figure out, okay, is this my emotion? Is this emotion having to do with me? Okay, just because you feel uneasy, just because maybe you feel anxious or what you usually identify as fear, it does not mean that it's negative. Okay, there's no um like generally people don't get happy when their emotional guidance system kind of goes off. It's an alarm, but it doesn't have to be for something negative if you follow. So it may be an opportunity for you to clear energy or to change some beliefs. If you don't have a way to do that, that's something you need to look into because your body may be giving you an indication that there's something that you can do. So this is actually a really great thing when your emotional guidance goes off and you feel maybe anxious or nervous, instead of maybe grabbing some junk food or, doing something to numb yourself, step back. Why do I feel like this? Is this my emotion? Is this someone else's emotion? Am I being alerted to something? Is there something I need to clear? There's more opportunity to investigate. The more aware you are, the more you're going to get this biofeedback. Your body is working with you. It's not just about, oh, so and so gave me something that was the wrong information, or this is not right, or whatever. Sometimes it's, hey, you have some energy that's trapped that deals with the same topic that your boss just brought up, or that your coworker just brought up, or your spouse. And now you have an opportunity to nip that in the bud and take care of it. And the wonderful thing about your emotional guidance system is once you get the message that you're supposed to get, or you clear the energy that you're supposed to clear, the discomfort goes away. Now, if your body gave you a signal and it made you giddy and happy, you probably wouldn't attend to it. But if you get something that makes you feel fearful or makes you feel anxiety or makes you feel uncomfortable, you're going to probably get to it a lot faster. You're not going to ignore it as if, if it was more comfortable. So the next time you start to feel anxious or you feel uneasy, take a moment and try to dissect it. Try to see what's going on with it. Don't just leave it as, oh, that's because, I didn't do this thing I was supposed to do or whatever. It's not always that simple. Sometimes it's, hey, your body's trying to get your attention. There's something that needs to be addressed. Some energy over in this area that needs your attention. And once you do that, it goes away. And then you didn't need that Snickers bar. You didn't need to, numb yourself. All you needed was to go ahead and address that issue. And trust me, if you don't do it then, it may come up again later. So take care of it when it comes up as quickly to the start of the issue as possible. If you understand what I'm saying, I hope that you will begin to look into the feelings and emotions that your body is giving you instead of maybe just pushing them down or ignoring them and just using that as information. All right. I will see you soon, and I hope that your investigation leads you to something great. Have a great rest of the week.